Don't touch that dial. Watch this exciting scene from today's 4-part story of Underdog. Here it comes now.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog. One of the city's most humble and lovable characters was Shoeshine Boy.
All finished, sir.
Thanks, Shoeshine Boy. You're humble and lovable.
Bless you, sir.
Little did anyone know that whenever there was a call for help,
Help! Help! Help!
Shoeshine Boy became, in real life, Underdog.
My camera ray is complete. With this ray, I'll be able to turn any living thing into a picture. All right, Mousie. Simon says hold it. It works! Now everybody will have to do what Simon says. I'll conquer the world!
And so, bright and early the next morning, Simon set out to conquer the world.
Yeah, but first I have to take care of the police.
Well, sir, what can we do for you?
I've come to take your picture.
My picture? Well. Now, just let me put on my hat.
Simon says hold it. Very good likeness.
Hey, he turned the chief into a picture. Let's get him, boys.
Simon says hold it.
Hey, he turned the whole squad into a picture.
I'll get him with this grenade.
Simon says hold it. Now there's only one problem left. Turn Underdog into a picture. First, I shall capture Sweet Polly. And then, when Underdog comes to rescue her, I'll turn him into a picture and tear it up.
Simon Bar Sinister?
You're coming with me.
No, never. Oh, help! Oh, help! Help!
Unhand that lady, you foul fiend.
Get out of here, you shoeshine boy.
Help! Help! Help!
Shoeshine didn't dare reveal his true identity in front of Simon and Sweet Polly. But as soon as they were gone, he stepped swiftly into a nearby telephone booth and became Underdog.
Simon has Polly, so I must be quick. My brilliant brain will do the trick.
And Underdog's great brain soon came up with an ingenious answer.
My plan is clear. I am not slow. Now hip, 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 and away we go.
Help! Oh, help!
Now, my proud beauty, I am going to turn you into a picture. Simon says, Underdog.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Simon says, hold it.
But Underdog had the answer to the camera ray. Quickly, he held up a mirror, and the rays bounced right back and turned Simon into a picture. Immediately, Underdog released Sweet Polly.
Oh, thank you, Underdog. But what about the chief and the squad and those two with the funny baseball?
Underdog's brilliant brain had told him that if he turned the lens of the camera around, it would turn the pictures back into people. Thank you, Underdog.
Just one more picture, then we're through. I'll turn the ray upon those two. Now you see, my job is done. I have saved them, every one.
My hero.
Yes, I am a true hero. So it's hip, 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 and away I go. Look in the sky. It's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog. Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
Here's the riddle. What is it that asks no questions but gets many answers?
What is it that asks no questions but gets many answers?
I know. A doorbell.
Okay, Stanley. You bet, Stanley. Sure thing, Stanley. Chumley, that was Stanley. He wants to see me right away. Probably got some sort of important job. Well, what is it, Stanley? Want me to fix the TV? Repair the clock?
No, nothing like that, thank goodness. I just want you to tell everybody in the zoo that they're invited to a concert tonight.
A concert?
Yes, a brand new piano's arriving today, and tonight we're going to have a concert.
No, and who's going to play the piano?
I am.
You are.
Don't laugh when I sit down to play Tennessee Tuxedo. I've just finished a mail-order concert piano course, so never mind the smart remarks. Just tell everybody, 8 o'clock sharp, tonight.
So Tennessee spent the whole morning running around the zoo. He told the elephants and egrets, the lions and the leopards. He talked to the bulls and the bears, the birds and the bees, until by noon he was exhausted.
This is ridiculous. All this running around. What we need are, extension phones. Hello, Stanley. I just had a great idea. Extension phones for everybody in the zoo. But, Stanley, but, I see. If we want phones, we'll have to build them ourselves. Thanks a lot. So that's how Stanley feels, Chumley. But we'll show him. We will build our own phones.
Gee, Tennessee, you're a regular Alexander Ragtime Bell.
Well, thank you, Chumley. I suppose I do have a certain mechanical genius. Now, bring that phone over here, and let's see what makes it ring.
But several hundred small parts later.
This is obviously a defective telephone. I've got it. We don't need the phone after all. We can use the garden hose. Look, Chumley, you stay here, and I'll take the hose around the corner and talk to you.
Okay, Tennessee.
Are you ready, Chumley? Then here's the message. Tennessee Tuxedo will not... Chumley, when I get my hands on you, I'll tear you limb from limb. Maybe it's time we got a little assistance.
You may go to see the man with all the answers?
Yes, Chumley, Mr. Whoopi.
Here's the riddle. What is it that has only one horn, is white, and gives milk?
What is it that has only one horn, is white, and gives milk?
I know. A milk truck.
Soon afterward, our friends found themselves in the offices of Phineas J. Whoopi.
And you boys want to know how to build a telephone, eh? Well, I'll just connect you with information. A small witticism. Now, where did I put that three-dimensional blackboard? Oh, yes, it's in the closet. Now, let's see. Oh, yes, the telephone. Every phone has two parts. The speaking part, called the transmitter, and the listening part, called the receiver. These are connected by wires to another phone, and an electrical current from a battery runs through them. Now, let's take a closer look at the speaking part. Right here is a thin piece of metal called a diaphragm, and behind this diaphragm is a little box containing tiny grains of carbon. The electricity goes through the carbon. Now, when you speak, your voice makes the diaphragm vibrate. When that happens, it presses the carbon particles closer together and regulates the flow of electricity. You see? Oh, yes. Well, over at the receiver, there's a little magnet and another diaphragm. As the current goes through the magnet, it makes this diaphragm vibrate in the same way, so that the same sound comes out of the receiver as went into the transmitter. Try it, Chumley.
That's fine, Mr. Whoopi. But Chumley and I could never build electromagnets and carbon particles. Isn't there a simple way?
Well, yes, my boy, there is. I can show you how to make a phone out of 2 tin cans and some wire. Stretch the wire between them tightly. Now, when you talk into one can, it makes it vibrate, which makes the wire vibrate, which makes the other can vibrate, just like the telephone.
Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest. Now, here are the 2 tin cans. Scout around and see if you can find some wire.
Okay, Tennessee.
Okay, Joe, this is the place. Let's unload the piano.
Hey, wire. Gee, Tennessee will think I'm a genius.
Chumley, you're a genius. Where'd you get all the wire? Let's hook it up and run a test. Okay, Chumley, take up the slack. Pull it tighter. Tighter. Now. Can you hear me, Chumley?
Gee, Tennessee, I hear you fine.
Good.
Whoops.
I told you Tennessee Tuxedo does not fail. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a butter-fingered walrus.
Working very hard, Tennessee and Chumley soon had telephone connections to every animal in the zoo.
Hello, Monkey House. Don't forget the concert tonight. Hello, Yak. Don't forget tonight. Stanley's going to play the piano. Yes, it ought to be a riot.
That night, all the animals showed up for the concert. All were ready to enjoy themselves except for Chumley, who was beginning to get a little worried.
Hey, Tennessee, tell me, how does the piano work?
Not now, Chumley. Stanley's about to come out.
Do the wires have anything to do with it?
Of course. It's the wires that make the music.
Tennessee, there's something I gotta tell you.
Later, Chumley, later. Here comes Stanley. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friends. I know we're all going to find this a most memorable evening. For my first selection, I'm going to play The Lost Chord.
Hey, Tennessee, it goes piano.
The piano wires? You took the piano wires for our telephone? Oops.
You ruined my concert.
Chumley, I think it's time to try a long distance.
Tennessee Tuxedo, come back here.
Faster, Chumley. He's gaining on us. Look out, the wires.
Tennessee Tuxedo, this time you've gone too far. Tomorrow I'm going to make you official zoo messenger boy, and I'm going to run you ragged.
Well, Chumley, what have you got to say for yourself now? You know, Chumley, sometimes I think you're a wrong number.
The family was going skating, a very fun thing to do. But Papa could find just one skate, and then he found number 2. They rushed to find the ice pond, and Papa could hardly wait. The folks all stopped to watch him, 'cause he was a real good skate. Tra-la-la, zoom-shara, under a sky of blue. Tra-la-lee, zoom-shari, skating such fun to do. There were a lot of contests, the children each won a prize. Even the dog got something right between the eyes. Then came the ladies' contest, and Mama looked nice and trim. She skated a lovely circle and fell in for a swim. Tra-la-la, zoom-shara, under a sky of blue. Tra-la-lee, zoom-shari, skating such fun to do. The children lined up barrels to try some fancy tricks. They each took a turn at jumping, then made the barrels 6. They shouted and clapped for Papa. He skated round and round. Then he leaped up and over and never came back down. Tra-la-la, zoom-shara, under a sky of blue. Tra-la-lee, zoom-shari, skating such fun to do.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog. One of the city's most humble and lovable characters was Shoeshine Boy.
All finished, sir.
Thanks, Shoeshine Boy. You're humble and lovable.
Bless you, sir.
Little did anyone know that whenever there was a call for help,
Help! Help! Help!
Shoeshine Boy became, in real life, Underdog. In solving the robbery of the hopeless diamond, the heroic Underdog had captured Tap Tap the Chiseler, who bore an amazing resemblance to Underdog himself. Now Tap Tap was in jail, and his hatred of Underdog grew stronger every day. Then, suddenly, Tap Tap was laughing.
What's with you, Tap Tap? What's to laugh at in prison?
That's just it, cellmate. I won't be in prison after today. Underdog is going to get me out. Read that newspaper.
Underdog to visit prison at warden's request. Yeah? So?
I'm going to have an Underdog disguise. When he walks in, I walk out. So it was that the next morning, Underdog entered prison. Underdog, we're very glad to have you inspect our prison. Let me show you around.
One of the things I'd like to see is if Tap Tap the Chiseler still looks like me.
Little did Underdog know that Tap Tap now looked exactly like him and was at that very moment hiding outside the door. Now, the first thing I'd like you to see is the recreation room.
Gee, Underdog, you leaving already?
Yes, I had an emergency call for help.
Well, come again.
And now to put the next part of my plan into action. Underdog is in for a big surprise. The first thing Tap Tap did was to visit a bomb factory.
Underdog, what can we do for you?
I want a small bomb to carry around with me.
For you, Underdog, anything, and no questions asked. Here's our latest model. Just push the button and kaboom.
Next, Tap Tap approached a friendly policeman.
I wonder if I might borrow your handcuffs for a few hours.
Oh, sure, Underdog, anything for you.
And finally, Tap Tap visited the studio where Sweet Polly Purebred, top reporter, was reporting the news.
And so, dear viewers, it looks like the news from Underdog. What are you doing here? What is this? Why are you handcuffing us together?
Because, Sweet Polly, I'm not Underdog. I'm Tap Tap the Chiseler. And I'm warning Underdog over the TV that unless he comes to us and does exactly as I say, I will push the button on this bomb and blow us both to bits.
Immediately advised of what had happened, Underdog quickly left the prison.
When Polly's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
You beast! Underdog will never do as you say. Just wait till he gets here.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Wrong, Underdog. There's plenty to fear. Sweet Polly is handcuffed to me, and if you don't do what I say, I'll blow us both to bits.
For just 1 minute, I'll listen to you. What evil deed would you have me do?
First, bring me $1 million from the bank, then promise you'll never bother me again.
Don't do it, Underdog.
Underdog pretended to think it over, but actually he was using his cosmic ray vision to melt the chain of the handcuffs. Then, like a bullet, he flew at Tap Tap.
Oh, Underdog, are you hurt?
Sticks and stones would break his bones, but even bombs will not hurt me.
Oh, Underdog, you're wonderful.
That's a matter of opinion.
Looks like this is the end. But don't miss our next Underdog show.